Scientists have known for decades that a lack of oxygen will make you feel dizzy and maybe even euphoric before you pass out. But elevated levels of carbon dioxide in the blood induce fear, anxiety, and panic. Patient SM volunteered to inhale concentrated CO2. Her brain interpreted the elevated levels of CO2 in her blood as proof that she was suffocating, a process we are innately averse to. As usual, the researchers expected SM to feel no fear, but for the first time in her adult life, she felt sheer and utter panic.
The great thing about that study on SM is really it was the first time that we showed that these emotional responses can occur without an amygdala.
Over the course of the next year, the scientists tracked down 2 rare patients in Germany who also had non-functioning amygdalae and gave them the same CO2 inhalation test. They had the same panic response. Researchers believe that the fight or flight responses they observed in these amygdala-damaged patients were induced by CO2 sensing neurons in evolutionarily older regions of the brain, like the midbrain or even the brain stem, which control more primal physiological functions. And so, if I want to terrify even the neurologically unscarable, I need our body's internal fear response to elevated carbon dioxide levels in the blood. But the story doesn't end there. SM's researchers later discovered something even weirder. When a control group of people with functioning amygdalae inhaled CO2, they showed a lower fear reaction than patient SM. Why? Well, this question led to a potentially revolutionary rethinking of the amygdala's role in fear. Researchers still believe that the amygdala learns to detect threats that are outside the body so that the body can respond to them. But when it comes to internal threats, it may actually inhibit your fear response. The control subjects knew they were participating in a safe, voluntary experiment. So their amygdalae may have effectively told other parts of their brain, hey, relax, okay, things are bad in the body, but I don't detect a real external threat, so calm down, a panic response isn't gonna help, not warranted. So, if you want to ensure the utmost amount of panic in the most people, you don't need to category jam every possible scary and unpleasant thing together. You only need 2 of them. Increase a person's blood CO2 levels and present an external threat they'll believe is causing it. Drowning, waterboarding, coerced CO2 inhalation, they're all variations of the one true scariest thing. Elevation of carbon dioxide in the blood caused by an uncontrollable external threat. Sweet dreams.